Everything you require for repairing plastic parts is included in this case. The tools and accessories, as well as the products needed to rematch the original hue. These are both preparatory and finished products, and of course the corresponding colors for mixing. Here you see a typical damage done to a plastic part. 2 drill holes. They should have been treated in such a way in advance that edges and protruding parts were removed with a trimming knife. Afterwards, the parts are ground with a grinding fleece. The holes are then filled with a 2-component plastic adhesive, in this case plastic adhesive fast. For this you need the caulking gun. It is important that a certain portion of the adhesive is squeezed out in advance to achieve a perfect mixture of the substances. Now, the holes are filled with the adhesive, which is then hardened in the hole with the help of a spatula. Please make sure that no adhesive is smeared onto the surrounding original texture. After all, you want to do a perfect job. The adhesive needs about 8 to 10 minutes to dry. And this process can be speeded up by using a hot air fan. As a next step, you grind the surface and remove the edges and ridges with a trimming knife. Then, as a next step, the area is treated with an abrasive block. It is now that structural plastic comes into play that enables the user to recreate different textures. We are again using an airbrush gun, and with different settings you can create either coarse or fine textures. Several spraying runs are necessary. Then dry the matter with a hot air gun. Now you need to decide on the color. With the help of a color fan that offers you a wide range of possible hues. On the back you can identify the matching hue and see which colors you need to mix to achieve the perfect result. In this case we need 4 different colors that you have to shake vigorously for a while before mixing. This is very important since this is water-based paint. Pour the colors in the cup and mix them. After mixing, you can, if required, dilute the mixture with water to render it more sprayable. Pour it through the filter sieve to remove possible impurities and fill it into the cup belonging to the airbrush gun. Apply the paint in several spray runs until you have reached the perfect color match. As a last step, apply the finished paint available in either matte or satin finish. The result is absolutely perfect. You can hardly tell the difference to the original. Let's now talk about the repair of outside plastic parts. And for this you can use our Replast repair set. The case contains different products, different adhesives, preparatory and cleaning items. Let's take a look at a damaged fender. As a first step, use a milling cutter to work on the damaged part, which is important to safeguard proper bonding afterwards. Clean off with an abrasive block, then turn the part around and work on the backside. Here too, grind the part with an abrasive block and clean it with plastic cleaner. Important: the sequence of the different steps needs to be adhered to so that the adhesives will bond properly. To improve the adhesive effect, you should apply a special plastic primer. First, the damaged area is reinforced. And for this, you use the special reinforcement tape included in the set. Cut out a piece of the self-adhesive tape that has the size of the damaged area and place it on top of the spot. Apply the adhesive fast, since it allows for a relatively speedy repair. Squeeze out a certain portion beforehand to achieve the perfect mixture of the substances. Generously apply the adhesive to the damaged area and completely cover the reinforcement tape with it. Press on the adhesive with a spatula, and this completes the repair job on the reverse side. On the front side, the crack is cleaned once again and then covered with bonding agent. The area is now covered with the repair foil of the same size. This is needed to be able to exactly smooth out the applied adhesive. This step in the process is very important to keep the grinding work now following as short as possible. After drying for about 8 to 10 minutes, this process can again be speeded up by using a hot air fan. This surface texture will appear. It is ground with 150 grit sandpaper. This helps to remove larger impurities, and after cleaning, you can take a critical look at the result. For the finish grinding, you had best use a 320 sandpaper, with which you can remove all remaining impurities, and start the next step, namely priming. It is very important that the surface is cleaned once more, for which you can use the silicone remover. After airing, please apply the plastic primer. The respective body part is primed in several runs and thus prepared for the following paint application that can be carried out with our new spot paint repair system.